Guys, welcome to my channel. Today, we will review the Mazda CX-5 Turbo version. Ito yung bagong dating lang dito sa Pilipinas. And I'm excited to have this car because talagang maganda siya kasi meron na siyang turbo. Alam nyo ba, yung CX-5 ang pinakaunang Mazda model na in-applyan nila ng Soul of Motion principle. Ang isa for me na nakaka-attract dito sa Mazda is yung kanyang attention to details at saka yung refined simplicity ng Japanese culture. And of course, yung well-known human-centric details niya na devoid of clutter and distractions, yun talaga ang nagbibigay ng unique personality that differentiates itself from other cars. Okay, discuss muna natin yung pricing level. Itong all-wheel drive turbo, ang price niya is 2.38 million. And then you have to add 22,400 kung Soul Red Crystal o kaya naman additional 16,800 kung Machine Gray ang color. The second variant, yung all-wheel drive na sport model. Ang price niya is 1.99 million. So if you compare the difference between the price nung sa turbo as against this one, ang difference niya is 390,000 pesos. Pero this is naturally aspirated, wala siyang turbo. And then ito naman pinaka-entry level, yung sport model na ang price niya is 1.89 million. Pero 2.0 liter lang ang makina nito at saka front wheel drive lang. So ang difference niya doon sa turbo is about 490,000 pesos. Ang tanong ngayon, justified ba yung price difference? Kasi 490,000 is almost 500,000 pesos. Ang laki, di ba? Okay, check natin ang exterior features. Ang una mong mapapansin, yung kanyang grille, hindi na siya mesh design. Para siyang 3D textured, which is nagbibigay ng parang commanding presence. Yung namang headlight niya is adaptive yan. And then, it's also LED. So, meron siyang auto-leveling at saka nag-automatic yan na on and off. Mapapansin mo din ang nawala yung, yung fog light dito. Kasi yung headlight is good enough, hindi mo na kailangan ng fog lights. Ang isang gustong-gusto ko dito, yung body color niya. Nag-start dito sa fender flare na manipis lang. And then, maganda naman ang execution. And then, yung mags niya is size 19. Similar doon sa CX-9. Although yung CX-9, size 20 siya. Then, dito sa under ng fender, may mga plastic cover. So, hindi madaling magdumi yung ilalim. Madali siyang linisin. Pagdating naman dito sa pintura, makikita mo yung reflection ng paint. Kasi special color itong Soul Red eh. To me, the design is stunning. Maganda yung nagagawa ng body color. Bukod sa malinis siyang tingnan, parang nagmumukhang malaki yung sasakyan. So, kumbaga, factory body colored na siya. Kasi yung iba, di ba, nagpapagawa pa, nagpapapintura pa para lang magkaroon ng body color. Yung black portion, minimal na lang. Nandun lang sa upper part ng windows, saka sa pillars. And then, meron ditong black din dito sa ilalim ng side mirror. So overall, parang napakapulido ng pagkakagawa sa kanya. You look at the paint, para siyang flowing. So pag tinamaan ng ilaw, nagkakaroon ng ibang effect. Kaya ang ganda ng design niya. Let's take a look from the back. Makikita mo na well-proportioned yung design. Naka-privacy glass pa siya. And then, yung wheels niya actually, gusto kong palitan doon ng size 22 kung ako magse-set up nito. Yung taillights naman niya is same configuration din doon sa previous model, no? Ang naiba lang, yung ilaw niya sa likod, parang naging parang rectangular shape yung housing niya eh. Pero maganda yung pagkaka-execute niya. Ang madi-differentiate mo lang ito doon sa sa regular na sport is meron siyang nakalagay na turbo badge, no, dito sa likod. At saka naiba rin yung yung size ng exhaust tip, lumaki. Kung keen observer ka at mahilig ka sa mga clean build, ma-appreciate mo yung mga fine details. For example, yung silver trimming na nandun lang sa lower portion ng window. And then itong gloss black finish dito sa C pillar at saka dito sa B pillar complements well with the color of the car, especially itong red, no? Meron siyang contrast, so maganda siyang tingnan. And then you have that shark fin antenna na bumagay doon sa roof niya. Going back to the wheels, ang gulong niya nga pala is Toyo Proxys 22555 R19. So, made in Japan siya. I like the simplicity of the design of the mag wheels. Pero, mas maganda siguro kung naka-black yung wheels. Kasi sa ibang bansa, yung 2.5 turbo model, naka-black accent yung wheels. And then doon sa ilalim, merong mga sound deadening material. Kaya, tahimik ito tumakbo. By the way, aside from the turbo badge nandito sa likod, no, kapansin-pansin din yung mas malaki na yung dalawang exhaust tip. Dati kasi mas maliit yung diameter niyan doon sa hindi turbo version, no. Makikita mo rin yung reflector doon sa bumper nandun sa upper portion. Dati kasi nandun sa baba, to sa black portion. And then yung suspension niya independent, hindi siya naka-torsion beam. Okay, check natin yung interior. Ito yung maganda sa Mazda, maganda yung quality ng interior. Although dito may mga black accent, ito yung madaling magasgas dito sa Mazda eh. So kailangan lagamin ng PPF kagad. And then meron ditong parang wooden accent, and then very prominent din yung stitches, no? And then ang isang maganda rito, naka-Bose speaker siya. Very impressive din yung seats. It's made from red Napa leather, pero in actual color parang brownish siya. It's 10-way power adjustable dito sa driver, and doon sa passenger naman is 6-way power adjustable, and then ventilated seats siya. Plus, meron pa siyang memory seats adjustment. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather, and then meron na siyang paddle shifter kasi yung sport model wala siyang paddle shifter. And then nandito yung control sa instrument cluster at saka yung sa cruise control. Yung cruise control niya nga pala, adaptive yun, no? Which is a very nice feature. Ang steering wheel niya is tilt and telescopic. Tapos yung angle niya is talagang human-centric. So, hindi ka mapapagod. Yan ang kasi ang advantage sa Mazda. Maganda yung relation ng steering sa kanyang seats. Ang isang gustong-gusto ko dito yung seats niya talaga. Napakaganda ng seats configuration niya. Aside from the fact na meron siyang memory seats, power adjustable siya. Kaya talagang sulit na sulit. Ang sarap nitong upuan. And then, nandito naman yung various switches. For example, yung sa i-stop switch, dun sa 360 camera, saka yung switch dun sa rear tailgate. Yung dashboard niya is maganda, is soft touch. And then, dito sa air nito, soft touch din. And the design is really elegant. With some accent here. Tapos, napansin ko rin dito, wala na yung DVD. Dati meron kasi ditong DVD slot. So, tinanggal na kasi hindi na naman uso ngayon. Ito yung aircon control. Dual zone climate control siya. And nandito yung switches niya sa cool seats. And then, ito yung shift knob niya. 6-speed automatic nga pala siya. You can see the premium quality of the shift knob, which is leather up. And then, you have here the wireless charging area, no? Where you can connect your phone through wireless Apple CarPlay. And then, here, nandito naman yung switch niya for sport mode. So, pag sinwitch mo to, magkakaroon ka ng power options. And then, dito naman, nandito rin yung kanyang brake auto hold at saka yung electronic parking brake. At ito naman yung button niya, ito yung tinatawag na commander button, which controls the head unit. And then you have two cup holders here. Yung iba kasing Mazda, nandun sa may bandang harap yun para hindi siya matabig, di ba? But in this case, nandito siya sa bandang baba. But napansin mo, ito medyo nakadepress. So siguro medyo nakadesign niya para nakalubog ng konti para medyo pantay yung cups mo para hindi mo siya matabig. Pero dito inside meron din ditong 2 USB ports, and then meron kang 12 volt socket, and then meron kang additional na area dito, compartment. Mari-remove mo itong parang ano nito, no, na box na to. Yan. Okay. Check naman natin yung interior lighting. Nandito yung switch ng interior light. Makita mo, white siya. So, it's actually LED already. So, you don't have to change it. So, tama lang yung illumination niya. Hindi siya nakakasilaw. Andito naman yung lalagyan ng kanyang sunglass. And then, meron din nga pala siyang sunroof. Yan, oh. So, tama lang yung size. Hindi siya hanggang dun sa likod. Kasi actually, as you increase yung surface area ng sunroof, humihina yung rigidity kasi yung metal na palitan ng glass. Kaya, apektado talaga yung rigidity. Check natin yung vanity mirror kung merong ilaw. Pag binuksan mo pala, yung ilaw nandun sa ceiling. So, dito naman sa passenger side, ganun din. So, pag binuksan mo, iilaw yung sa itaas. Unlike yung sa traditional, di ba, nandun kasama sa mirror. And then you have here the tweeter speaker for the Bose sound system. Na 10 speaker system. When you're inside the Mazda CX-5, you can feel actually yung architecture, yung mga enhancements dun sa seats, yung body and suspension characteristics na magpuproduce talaga ng more relaxing and refreshing drive. Not to mention na it's very quiet inside. Yung kanyang instrument cluster is very simple, combination of analog and digital. And then meron din siyang heads-up display. Yung nagpo-project ng speed mo dun sa may windshield. And you have here the 8-inch infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Hindi lang maganda dito, hindi to updated katulad dun sa ibang bansa na 10 inches. And then updated yung Mazda Connect. So medyo kinulang dito sa department na to. Check natin yung door panel. You will see here that the design is really premium. Dito naman sa passenger seats, automatic yung 6-way power adjustment. And then yung glove compartment, may pagka-soft yung opening niya. And then yung interior niya, makita mo yung premium quality ng mga materials na ginamit. Again, from the look of the interior, you will really see na comfortable and smoother drive ang ma-experience mo dito. Yung Mazda kasi, they reduce yung level ng road noise saka yung mga unpleasant resonance between the cabin and the suspension. So you will enjoy relaxing driving experience. Dito rin iba yung design niya dito, no? Ang design niya is yung ganyan, parang yung dumi hindi pumasok doon sa loob. Yung second row door panels, maganda yung pagkaka-design. Kita mo yung mga leather stitching. And then, meron ditong light brown leather. Ito is soft touch. And then, meron kang accent dito. And then, ito is leather din. Okay, check natin itong rear seats. So, dito, maganda naman yung space. Meron kang lalagyan dito. And then, meron ditong aircon vent, no? And then meron ding ilaw dito sa ilalim ng upuan. Yung kanyang tie support is maganda naman. So nice yung angle, no? Then you have enough space for your knees. And then yung foot mo, pwede mong ipasok dito sa loob. So makaka-relax ka ng maganda. Yung headroom naman, there's about 4 or 5 inches. I'm 5'7", typical for a Filipino. Yung headliner niya is kulay black, which adds to the coziness of the cabin. And then, nandito rin yung, switch ng kanyang ilaw. And then dito, merong center armrest dito sa second row. Pag binuksan mo to, nandito yung kanyang charging port, no? So, pwede mong mag-charge ng cellphone. Dito, pwede mong ilagay yung iyong cellphone dito. And then, meron kang dalawang cubby holes. Okay, check natin yung back portion. Yung kanyang tailgate is automatic. And then, malaki din yung space for cargo. Flat siya. Meron din nga pala siyang tonneau cover na sumasama dun sa tailgate. Ito yan, oh. So, pwede mo siyang tanggalin. Yan na. Tapos, yun, mumubong yan. Diba, normally, ang tonneau cover, hinihila mo na horizontal. But this one, nakabit din sa tailgate. So, naiba siya. Yung design ng seat niya sa likod is 40-20-40 configuration. And pag hinila mo to, maitutumba mo yung sandalan para mag-flat. Yan, dun sa Everest, pinipindot yan eh. But ito, dito is manual. So, pag hinila mo yan, bababa yan para magkaroon ka ng flat surface. Ito, medyo nakaangat lang ito kasi sumabit dun sa seatbelt. Yan, So, ibaba natin. Alright, yan. Pag nakababa na, naka-flat na siya. Check naman natin yung spare tire. Yung spare tire niya is donut type. Tapos, meron ditong Boss na subwoofer. And then meron din mga mga internal na mga partitions dito. So you can put some small things here and then meron ka ding power source dito sa isang side. So yan, pag na-flat mo siya, malaki na yung cargo space niya. And then meron ding light dito sa tailgate. And of course, as I said, power tailgate siya. So, hindi ka na mahihirapang mag-open at saka mag-close. Check naman natin yung engine. This is the best upgrade for me. Sinalpak na nila yung 2.5 liter na turbo. Ito yung nakakabit din sa CX-9. It is mated to the 6-speed automatic transmission with the sports mode and ang top speed nito is 224 kilometers per hour. Napansin ko lang, ang compression ratio, binaba nila to 10.5 as against dun sa sports model na 13:1. Horsepower nito is about 250 horsepower and then ang torque is 434 Newton meter. So, ang lakas nito. Although mas pabigat siya ng 100 kilos doon sa non-turbo, if you compute the power to weight ratio, kayang-kaya niya yung body talaga. Imagine, nakabit siya dati doon sa CX-9. And this CX-5 has a smaller body, so you would see na talagang mabilis ito. So, I assume na this car would really be very fun to drive. So, sa mga naghahanap ng powerful na crossover with 250 horsepower, this is a very good choice. In terms of safety and security naman, loaded na loaded ito. Meron siyang 6 airbags, may anti-lock braking system with electronic brake hold, and then meron siyang dynamic stability control, may smart key entry system, and then meron siyang parking sensors, meron din siyang 360 camera, meron siyang seatbelt warning lamp, ISOFIX, merong child lock protection. Yung mga active safety features naman niya, meron siyang blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, lane departure warning, with lane keep assist, meron din siyang smart city brake support, at saka yung smart brake support. And then, yung driver attention alert, meron din siya. And of course, meron siyang iStop, yung start-stop idling system na kapag nata-traffic ka, namamatay yung makina to save on fuel. And then, pag nag-go, mabubuhay uli yung makina. Okay, let's summarize a little bit. If you want to be different from the ordinary, then this is a good option. It has a powerful turbocharged engine. It has G-vectoring control system that ensures yung stable ride through winding roads or even yung sa straights. It has a reinforced body frame na nagmamas dun sa human-centric seats that promote balance and natural sitting posture. It has also yung revised spring and damper tuning that contributes na ma-reduce yung fatigue and motion sickness. Ang isa pang theory ko is nag-adjust sila dun sa rigidity ng chassis kasi lumakas yung engine. Para to compensate dun sa powerful engine, nag-adjust sila dun sa suspension and chassis. Again, yung iteration na to is not just the engine, binago din yung mga components niya to compensate dun sa new engine. Sa Mazda kasi yung hindi lang yung aesthetics ang importante, yung technology behind it, yung DNA ng Mazda, nandoon na talagang driver-centric car siya. It is meant to be driven by the owner. So if you enjoy driving, this is the car for you. Actually, itong Mazda CX-5 is the best handling model dito sa segment niya. Siya nga pala, you can compare this dun sa mga PPVs na 7-seater kasi pareho yung price level niya. But kung hindi mo naman kailangan yung 7-seater, ito na yung magandang choice mo kasi this is all-wheel drive. You have about 250 horsepower to play with. Plus, you get the luxury of Mazda from its interior quality and craftsmanship. And you get the superior handling of the Mazda vehicle. Then, sulit na sulit siya kasi nandyan yung principle ng Mazda, yung Jin Baitai. Meaning to say, yung horse and rider becoming one. So, for me, ito yung SUV na for keeps. Plus, meron ka pang 5 years pre-maintenance service ng Mazda. And in my experience, ang ganda ng service ng Mazda. Napansin nyo siguro, puro positive yung comments ko. Kasi maganda naman talaga itong Mazda na ito. Ang isang negative lang sa akin dito, yung kanyang infotainment system. Kasi yung old model na 8-inch pa yung nilagay nila. Hindi nila nilagay yung 10-inch na meron sa ibang bansa na merong bagong version ng Mazda Connect. Yun kasi yung nakalagay sa Mazda 3 version ngayon eh. Kung meron nun, this car is already perfect for me. Alright, hanggang dito na lang. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, see you again in my next vlog. Bye!